Okay.
No, what?
Okay.
What?
We're on.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
From Southern California.
yes, it
It's
is.
hot today.
Really
But
hot.
pleasant.
No.
Pleasant. No, it's
No,
not
it's
pleasant.
not pleasant.
It's not pleasant. It's hot.
It's
Okay.
Yeah. If I
But-
could swear, I would say it was, what kind of hot.
Well, you can swear.
No, I'm not. I can't.
You-
I heard a beautiful woman on some reality show the other night. Hi, everybody. Swearing, and I was offended. And I
Wow.
thought, that's probably when I use bad words. That's
Oh,
probably
you know what?
I sound like.
Yeah, I'm never offended by
I was kinda-
bad
she-
words.
I-
It's part of our language.
You're more evolved than I. Okay,
I know I am.
finish your.
Okay. It's the Suzanne Summers
Yeah,
Show.
it is.
And here she is.
Yes. Can you believe? And guess what, everybody? We've nabbed Caroline just for a little bit. She's going out for dinner. She's on vacation.
Hello.
She's left us, and I did not plan this. I did not plan for Caroline to be here tonight, but I'm so happy you're here. Hello,
We have a
darling.
late reservation, so I said I can make it.
Oh, good. Caroline
And
is,
she's in Cancun.
she's in
I'd like
Cancun.
to know, like, the etymological derivation of the word
And
Cancun.
Cancun. You can't even say it.
What is that?
What do you think it is, Al?
I have no Cancun. I don't
Can.
know. Can.
Yeah.
Is it a raccoon in a can? I don't know.
No.
Cancun.
No. Cancun.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you spent time thinking about that.
Well, because because we've talked about it since Caroline's down there, so she's in Cancun.
We miss you, Caroline. We love you so much.
Well, we miss you too,
But I
we're
really-
we are managing to have a darn good time here, even in light of a little hurricane that stopped by today.
That's all right. I saw an Instagram video that Caroline posted in the downpour, and she had on our t-shirt dress, oh, by the way, with a bikini under it. I have to tell you that a t-shirt dress, completely wet, clinging to your bikini under it, looks good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Actually-
Hello, mother-in-law.
Now, before we begin,
It would look better without the bikini.
oh, now that's icky. You're the father-in-law.
No, but I'm not talking about Caroline. I'm talking about generally anyone
Well,
who
I'm
wears.
talking about Caroline.
Okay.
So that's icky.
Okay.
Say it's icky.
Well, yeah, I'm not. I don't. I don't do
I
that.
took it as a general
Okay,
comment.
okay.
That Alan was
Absolutely.
saying that
All
white
right.
t-shirts
It's a
look
compliment.
great without a baby
Okay.
suit underneath.
And I can do this with us. Okay. Maybe I
Okay.
can't do it with other women. Okay, who
No.
don't understand me.
Okay.
Okay, but I can do it with you,
What
right?
other woman doesn't understand you? You're
Oh,
like this cool
there are
guy.
a lot of them
But
out
we
there.
haven't. We have something I want to do.
They're waiting for me to say something bad.
I want to do something. I've had an assistant for, I guess, 25 years, and I can't live without my assistant. Yeah, I can, but do I want to? No. And so she calls me 5 minutes before every appointment. She reminds me of everything that's going on through the day, because believe it or not, I work all day, every day, all the time. And she's wonderful, really. She's, we can't do what we do without her. But today is her birthday. And I hope she's watching. She watches all the time, but I hope she's watching. Her name is Julie Turkel, 25 years with us, and Alan and I have a surprise for Julie. Come here, come close.
Okay.
Cute Al. Okay, I'll start. All right.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julie.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Julie.
Happy birthday.
Ooh, happy birthday, Jules. We
And
love you.
Caroline was able to join in. We're so happy you're in our lives. So I love you. Go have a great evening. I know you have
Julie
plans
has an
tonight.
enormous heart.
Enormous heart. Yeah.
She really does. She's
She
a
does.
beautiful person. I'm happy to have her as a friend and a colleague.
And you have a surprise for her too, don't you? Or
Are you
have
talking to me?
yeah.
I'm taking her to lunch next week when I get back.
Yeah.
Jill and Julie and I
Jill
are
and-
going to go have a fun girls' lunch.
I so wish I could be there. That's the problem with living in the desert. It's hard to zap yourself into LA. But anyway, Julie, enjoy your evening. Have a drink. Julie doesn't drink. Have a tequila on me tonight. You'll really enjoy it. I love you so much. Happy birthday, Julie. Okay, all right. Well, let's toast to Julie. Okay, Al?
Okay.
Okay, here's yours. Okay. L'chaim. How'd you like that?
Okay.
Right.
All right, so a little business right now. Aside from other products, we have
and I'm reminded, as I have all these polishes here, of the next color I want on your toes.
Oh.
Okay, but here's the deal.
Okay, here's the deal.
Yeah, here's the deal.
25% off all nail products.
Yeah.
Promo code CORAL, CORAL, CORAL 25.
Okay.
At SuzanneSummers.com.
And the bonus tonight is that Caroline's able to join us for most of the show, and I'm so happy you're here. But as the mother, and as the mother-in-law, and as the matriarch of the family, I peek into Instagram, and I peek into all the things you all post. Aren't I hip and cool? And I get this sense of there's a Yiddish word called kvel, Kvell. It makes me happy that everybody's doing what they want to do and are happy, and I'm so happy for you all to be having such a great time in Cancun. I want to ask you one question.
Thank you. It's fun.
I want to ask you a question. Are you on the same time zone as us?
No, we're 2 hours ahead.
Ahead. Oh, so you're in the same time zone as my physical therapist, who's in Tulum.
Yeah, we're right near Tulum.
Oh. Well, yeah. I thought it was actually 3 hours, but it's 2 hours?
It's 2 hours,
Yeah.
and that's why, because the shows are at 5 o'clock Pacific
Yeah.
time.
And
I was like, it's going to be right in the middle of dinner hour, and we're with a group of 18. So, but tonight the dinner is at 8, so we're in luck.
wow, how perfect. Well, I never would have asked you to leave your tribe there, but it's a good tribe you're with. They're with our granddaughter Camelia's boyfriend's family, and I love that there's such a close-knit family. I can
What
see
a great
it.
family.
Yeah, I see it.
We're having a blast.
I see it. I'm so glad.
Okay.
How nice.
Okay,
All right.
breaking
Okay, what? What's
breaking news.
What?
Breaking news. I asked about the etymology of Cancun, so I Googled it. Cancun is derived from the Mayan name Cancun, composed of can, snake, and the verb cum, to swell.
So they say it's golden snake. A lot of our friends have been writing and saying it's golden snake.
That's right. Well, two translations have been suggested. The first is, quote, nest of snakes, and the second, less accepted one is, quote, place of the golden snake.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, I don't love that because when we bought this house, Paradise, here 45 years ago, we almost didn't buy it because of my fear of snakes. And then a voice in my head, which I hear all the time, said, really? Are you going to let some weird fear of something you don't even know exists or could happen keep you from buying this incredible place? And when we bought this 45 years ago, I know what real estate is now, but can you imagine what we paid for it? Zero. And at the time, we thought this little bit we paid for it was like an exorbitant amount.
Actually, it was a lot of money.
It was,
in
but-
1977.
It was.
They were asking 420. and we paid-
He told them, okay.
Yeah, 440.
Yeah.
And now, plus the
No,
fact
but we didn't own all the acreage.
we didn't own the
No,
acreage.
we bought two
we
bedrooms.
didn't. We did 2 bedrooms. Now it's 10 bedrooms. So, yeah.
That sound you just heard was Caroline vomiting into the trash can.
No, that was Bruce pouring me some coffee.
Oh, it sounds like you vomiting into a trash can. Have Bruce say hello. Bruce!
Bruce, your mom wants you to come say hi.
Yeah, come on, Bruce. Come on.
He's getting something to clean up the coffee.
Oh, he made a mess. Okay.
He made a
Anyway,
mess.
Bruce is going to say hello, and then we're going to tell you about nail polish, and I'm going to tell you about the color I think you should switch to next, Alan.
Okay. Well, just a moment.
Yeah.
I've got something. I'm not going to
What?
say the full name. His
Yeah.
first name is Eddie.
Eddie.
Alan belongs in the slammer with Hillary.
You belong in this slammer with Hillary?
Hillary.
Comments?
I wonder why.
Then there are 3 red X's after
Why?
that.
What doesn't he like about you?
I don't know. What is?
It's actually Bruce. That was Bruce.
Oh, Bruce did that?
He did not. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
oh.
No, this
it
came-
sounds like Bruce humor.
No, this came from Eddie.
I wish it was Bruce humor. Eddie's you're kind of hostile. You don't get who Alan is, Eddie.
Well, he doesn't like me or
Alan
Hillary.
is the most
Yeah,
laid
get it
back,
blocked.
hippest.
Are you going to say hi to Bruce because he's going back to his computer?
Oh, I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Bruce. Hi.
Hey, what are you doing?
I was hoping to talk to you, but clearly you want to get back to your computer, so I love you very much.
I love you. No, I said hello, but you were talking about someone named Eddie.
Eddie, who Caroline joked saying, because Eddie made a negative comment about Alan, she said, that's Bruce humor. And I said, sounds like Bruce humor. And then turns out it wasn't you.
Well, can I take the bright red nail polish that's in front of you?
Yeah. And here. Yeah.
Use it on my nails.
Oh,
Oh no!
That's
Yeah,
my
no,
girl.
no, no. That's
my girl.
that's my bailiwick. Okay.
that's my girl.
I own the nail polish on my toes, Bruce.
Yes, she does. So
Now,
we're
if
gonna
you
show
want them,
these toes
if
to
you want to do it on your fingernails, that's okay. But I own it on my toes. So you just have to make that decision and decide.
What is
you-
it, Bruce? What are you going to do? Do.
You know what? I'm going to pivot. How much for the Thigh Master in the background?
Ah.
Oh.
Ah. How are your thighs?
They're pretty rock solid.
His thighs look good.
Yeah. By the way, for everyone who tried to buy a Thigh Master, I get what a
Oh.
month and a half ago,
Yeah.
and the closet was bare. We're now we've
Because
now
of the Kardashians.
yeah
so
we
we're
have
back.
yeah
we're
we
flesh.
have
Bruce,
our
you can buy a
warehouse
Thigh Master
our
now.
warehouse is full of Thigh Masters now.
Yeah, and because you're of the family, we'll give you what, a discount, Al?
No. No, absolutely not.
Maybe it was right.
Yeah. All right, I love you, Bruce. Thanks for coming
love
to
you.
talk to us. Bye. Okay, now it's just you and me and Caroline.
Okay.
Okay.
And here's
show
here's the deal.
Show your stuff.
Okay, 25% off nail nail products. Enter promo code Coral29 25 at SuzanneSummers.com.
Okay, can I just start our nail show with this? You're going supplements, hair, skin, and nails.
Yeah, I've been using it.
Everything in here.
I've been using
you
it
take
for
4 a day. I
over a
know
year.
it's gaggy. 4 a day, and you're going to be amazed at what happens to your hair, your skin, and your nails.
Yeah.
I'll read to you what's in it, but Caroline will tell you what happened to her hair that was falling out. Her beautiful hair. Tell them, Caroline.
Well, I was under quite a bit of stress, and I didn't realize that it was affecting me as much as it was. But clearly, there was an issue because I was getting hair shedding, where you just
Right.
have handfuls of hair after you know,
Yeah.
after I would wash my hair. It
Yeah.
was really concerning. In fact, there was so much hair coming out that I wondered how I had any hair left in my head. And
Horrible.
and so it was right about the time that we were developing this product with our manufacturer, and I started taking it. And it's 4 capsules a day, and you know, Suzanne said if we're going to do a hair product, a hair, skin, and nail product, you know, the body requires the same nutrients for all 3 of hair, skin, and nails. They all require the same thing. And she just said, I want to make it better. You know, it's got to be better than a biotin gummy. It's got to be better than, you know, anything else that's out there. So they loaded it up with more than biotin. She's going to tell you the other things that are in it. It's keratin complex, collagen, and silicone. And I mean, first of all, I have really bad nails, and my nails, it's probably the first thing I felt was the strength in my nails. And then I started seeing these baby hairs come in. And in the front of my scalp, right on the sides of my head that's where I started seeing like a little bit of, you know, that hair loss there. Started filling in with this little baby fuzz.
hair,
And
yeah.
yeah, and then when my hairdresser was drying my hair, when she would hold it up and the blow dryer would hit it, she's like, oh my gosh, look at all this new hair growth. So, you know, it took maybe 4 months where you could really start noticing the fullness at the root. and probably within 9 months, my hair really felt like it was back. And I would say 2 years. I've probably been taking it for 2 years now. I never miss a day without taking hair, skin, and nails.
Me too.
Ever.
Me too. And her hair, Caroline's hair is her glory. This Italian, gorgeous, full head of hair. I am so glad your hair is back. I can imagine when you don't need hair, because when you pull your hair all back off your head in a ponytail, you look beautiful. But our hair as women is our glory. And when our hair isn't all that we want it to be, we're not having a good day. We hear about, good hair days, and they really are good hair days.
It's aging. When your hair gets thin and stringy, it's aging.
The other thing that screws with your hair as you get older, and Caroline just said aging, as you hit menopause and you're not replacing your hormones with bioidentical hormones, the things that make your hair, skin, and nails grow, you don't have any juice for it. This will help you so much. Just try hair, skin, and nails. Okay, we've done that. Now we've got all
these are the nutrients that your body requires to
Right.
have to help support healthy strength and hair, skin, and nails. So it helps your hair become more shiny, it helps your nails feel stronger, and it helps the process that helps your hair to grow. These things are constantly regenerating. You need the nutrients for it.
And it contains zinc and keratin, vitamins B3, B6, B5, copper, all these great things. We like to think we're getting in our diet, and if you're eating well, that really, really, really helps. But this can jumpstart and boost, and I highly recommend this. Okay, now we've got all these polishes. What I love about our polishes is that they're missing the top 10 offenders. Are they 100% organic? No. And I wish they were. We could not hit the guidelines to get our certified toxic free. But we hit so many of them that it's shocking that anyone would use any other kind of nail polish. Here's what it doesn't have, okay? It doesn't have formaldehyde. Oh, that's how they embalm bodies, formaldehyde. Okay, it doesn't have formaldehyde. It doesn't have toluene. Oh, a chemical. Doesn't have dibutyl phthalate. Phthalate, oh yeah, that's, drink those water bottles and your water bottle gets hot, it off gases phthalates, which are known carcinogens. It doesn't have no formaldehyde resin. There's formaldehyde, and did you know there's also formaldehyde resin? There's no camphor. There's no triphenyl phosphate, unless you look at its TPHP. There's no xylene. These are words like we shouldn't even know. There's no ethyl toluidine, epoxy resin. I don't even know how to say that. There's no parabens, and there's no gluten in any of these. Okay, it's got a couple of things that I wish I could get out, but I can't get the color right if I don't take those out. But you're missing everything that I just mentioned. You're missing in this nail polish, and it's so good. All of you who've been using the nail polish and for your toes, and I'll show you Alan Hamill's toes shortly. You're ahead of the game. All we're trying to do in today's world with all the environmental toxins and assault, we're under, can I just say it again? I say it over and over and over again. We're under the greatest environmental assault in the history of humanity. So I'm bringing to you beautiful colors of nail polish. You've all written me saying it stays on, it's thick, it doesn't chip, it's great. And I'm saying it doesn't have the top 10 offenders. Now, Al, come here. I'm going to show you Al's toes. All right?
We've all been waiting. What color did he pick this week?
Well,
Okay.
give me your toes, Al.
Give me your toes.
Give me your little toes.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
The moment
this
my
way.
foot hits the camera,
Yeah.
we're joined by a number of foot fetishes.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
If I was going to be a foot fetish, I'd be a fetish with your foot. Can you see? Caroline, can you see his toes?
Oh, I can. Is it pool?
He's wearing pool.
Oh, I love pool
He's
on
wearing
that one.
pool. Can you take it?
Oh, yeah.
And when I first met him, I wasn't allowed to touch his toes. He was so sensitive, but look at me now.
Oh, yeah, I like it now.
You like it now?
It looks good on you.
It looks really good. Okay, put them down now, because I want to show you the next color that I want you to wear. And this is called Peacock.
You know, I used to be a big shot, okay? And here I've been reduced to being a pedicure model.
Toe model. I wouldn't say pedicure, toe model.
I'm a toe model.
Now look at this color. This is called Peacock. You want to try
Give
that?
the people what they want, Al.
I'll try that next time, yeah.
Peacock will look great
I
on
have to
Al.
model dresses
I agree.
and put on big floppy beach hats.
He does. Put 'em-
Okay.
There's one over there. Put it on right now. Show them. We're out of them, but
Where are they?
on the thing over there. The
Marion
thing-
Cortuzzi said, I used the great smelling nail polish remover to take off Camellia. And
Oh.
tomorrow it goes back on. So she's
Oh.
wearing that hot pink, which
Yeah.
is
And
named
she's
for
got
the hot pink
one-
flower, Camellia, and
This
also
one. Yeah,
your
this one.
granddaughter.
Yeah. Okay, Alan's coming over in a hat we didn't sell the other day because we sold the green, but he looks great in this because you know why, Al?
This is my favorite.
When you wear your peacock
Absolutely.
toe polish,
Absolutely.
it will match your hat perfectly.
Absolutely.
You're like you're the greatest bozo ever. Great bozo.
I know, but I'm your bozo.
I
Okay.
love my bozo.
Okay, so that'll be my next color. What is it?
Peacock.
What is
That's
it?
your color. Peacock. See?
Peacock?
Yeah.
Do you remember we
No,
bought that house?
No. What? Oh, yeah. Okay,
We bought
go
that.
there.
We bought
All right.
Gypsy Rose
Thought you
Lee's
were gonna
house
go
in
to another
Beverly
place,
Hills.
yeah.
I won't give you the backstory. It's
No.
boring, but it was because of Suzanne. I had
Yeah.
no interest, but Suzanne. So
He
we
does
bought it.
everything. You know,
Okay.
everything Alan
Gypsy
does
Rose
in life,
Lee.
he does for me.
That's right.
Isn't that the most
Gypsy
beautiful
Rose Lee's
thing?
house. Okay.
Yeah.
We walk in. There are 6 peacocks.
Yeah.
Okay. And
They're
they're
messy.
all running
They're
around
messy.
and opening up their feathers in the bottom
Mhm.
and screaming. So then we go up.
Yeah, they shriek.
We go up to
Bad
Gypsy's
noise.
bedroom, and she had a little opera terrace off her bedroom, and I opened the door to the opera terrace, and the floor was filled with peacock poop. Okay?
Oh, wow.
I didn't see any peacock poop on the whole other part of the
No,
property.
only outside,
So I
or
said to
what
the
was
owner,
to
I
be our
said,
bedroom.
"What's with the peacock poop?" And he said, "Oh, that's the only place the dogs can't get to." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "It's sort of a," he said, "I kind of like it. It's sort of a, you know." I
What,
said, "What?"
what do dogs
He
have
said
to
the
do?
peacocks poop. They're
Dogs
vegetarians,
Dogs eat,
and then the dog eats the
Aye.
peacock poop.
Oh.
But then,
Oh, wow.
where do the dogs poop?
I don't know. But I was watching the bighorn sheep out our bedroom window. We had quite a show this morning. An entire herd,
It was like the Playboy Channel.
it was an entire herd of bighorn sheep came down this morning while we're sitting there drinking our coffee and watching the morning news, and I go, oh, look at that. There were 4 bighorns,
Males,
and they got into a bighorn conflict.
and you can hear them.
Oh,
you
through
can
the
hear
window,
them crashing
everything.
into each other from a mile
Bam,
away.
bam,
Yeah.
bam. And all the girls who are littler, and there were, I counted 7 girls. So there were 4 boys and 7 girls. We're all up on a little above the boys, banging horns.
With their butts pointed at them.
But the girls, one by one, were coming down, and they turn around and present. I watched it for an hour. Present their butts to the bighorns who are going, "Hey, that's great!" And now they're banging
Right.
against one another and banging and banging and banging, and I can hear it through where our windows aren't open. I can hear these
Mommy, what do you mean by banging?
banging.
Banging heads. They should have called an
And
escort
so-
service.
So Alan got on a conference call and a business call, but I couldn't stop watching this scene outside the window. Now I'm standing there, and I see one of the girls come down and turns her butt around to Bighorn Guy
A bighorn guy went.
and presents herself, and then she gets kind of down on her back 2 knees, and Bighorn Guy goes, eh, and walks away. And I went, oh, oh.
So it's all show.
It's a little vulnerable. trouble.
Yeah,
He
so.
won the contest with the other guy,
Yeah.
banging against their heads.
Yeah, so he's the one who got to strut up, and then
now,
he looks at this and he
now
goes,
this
"Nah."
opportunity came up, and
Right.
he didn't take advantage of
So
it.
now the other girls are up on the hill
He's
watching,
not my kind of bighorn.
and another girl comes down, and she leans down on her back two knees and presents herself. And Bighorn Guy, after a lot of time, he like took his time, like I don't know.
No, but you know what I was thinking? I
What?
agree with you.
What?
I think that maybe he had a little session with somebody
Another one?
else
Oh,
before
oh.
you
Yeah,
started watching,
Oh,
and he was into what
Building
we
it
call
up.
recovery time.
okay. Is that a guy thing?
It is, yeah.
Did you know you're going to get sex education
Oh,
today?
yeah, recovery
Okay,
time. Women
so-
don't know from recovery time.
No.
They don't need recovery time.
No. And so now, the next girl who came down and got down on her knee and sort of went, nice, huh? Bighorn Guy kind of looks at her and goes, I don't know, maybe. And then finally, Bighorn Guy puts down his air cigarette and goes, let's go. And I watch, and it takes a minute.
No,
I'm-
not a minute, 3 seconds.
3 seconds. Bam.
Yeah.
Now Bighorn walks away like, ha ha ha.
That's where the expression "bam, bam, thank you, ma'am" came from.
And now girl person who just got this lies down like, ugh, that was exhausting. And
he
she lies
walks
down.
away.
And he walks away. Now I'm now fixated. Nature is fascinating. I watched all the girls have their moment. It took a long time because Bighorn Guys were not going to act excited at all. But they took their moment, and they all the girls ended up sitting down, lying down on the ground, and then the Bighorns went back to banging horns. That was my day. That was
Wow.
my day.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what Carrie Hankin Kinney has to say?
Yeah, I would love that.
Oh.
She said, "Love
yeah.
to you all. You look beautiful as always, Suzanne. I have cornflower blue on my toes,
Oh.
which is my favorite color.
And here
I
it
have
is.
Get Naked on my fingernails. The colors are great and they last a long time."
Well, let's find Get Oh, thank you, Carrie.
Yeah.
And yeah, go on.
Hey, Alan, can you show some of those colors up to camera so people can see the color closer with the name?
Certainly.
Right. I'm
We
going to
always
give
love
you.
that.
Certainly.
Wait.
Karen Davis says, "Why the hat? You look ridiculous."
Yeah.
That's the point.
I know.
Well, here's the cornflower blue. We don't have naked here. Show them cornflower blue, and then show them the peacock. I want you to see.
Yeah, they're all such beautiful colors.
So beautiful.
And we have a brand new color coming next month, which I am wearing on my toes and my nails. It is not available today. It's coming next month, and it's called Chalk.
I saw you.
And- Oh, I love it. Yeah, I posted it on Suzanne's story if you guys saw it. That's next month.
I see
Oh,
everything.
look at that cornflower blue. It's so pretty.
And now look at the peacock. And then show them your pool. You're out. And here's camellia. Oh, the colors are so beautiful. Let's drink some water. That's
So pretty.
That's camellia.
This is flamingo.
Oh, I thought it was camellia.
This
That's not
is-
camellia?
Flamingo.
Oh, no. Oh, well, flamingo's
And you know,
gorgeous.
you would think with these top 10 toxins missing that maybe the polish wouldn't be as color fast or maybe
Yeah.
it would chip more easily, but
Right.
it really doesn't. I find it is more chip resistant. Suzanne's manicurist has turned over to using this all the time, and ooh, that's so pretty. And I mean, they're really just amazing nail polishes. So why not have something with less chemicals in it?
Missing
Okay,
the
here's
10
pool.
top offenders.
Pool. This
And
is
then-
my color.
That's your color, and then I'm going to give you You Say Tomato, which is one of my favorite toe colors. You Say Tomato. I don't like a blood red. I like orange red, and so that's why we developed You Say Tomato. Isn't that the most beautiful red you've ever seen? It's orange red. I love orange red. I have an orange red jumpsuit. I just did a fashion shoot where I wore the orange red jumpsuit, and I thought I looked cute.
So cute.
You did.
I did, with black and white polka dot shoes, Manolo Blahniks, and then on a black and white zebra bench. Kind of a cool bitchin' picture. Anyway, these are all beautiful colors, and then I love the remover, because that's missing. Let me tell you what that's missing. It's got, we can't put the certified toxic free on it, which I wish we could, but we can't. So let me find.
But it's non-acetone, so what you're used to, that really stinky nail polish remover that you get in the grocery store that really dries out your nail beds too.
And makes Alan's eyes go
Oh
crazy.
yeah, I cry. I can't be in a
He
room
can't
with
be in
that.
a room with it.
Violet looks at me, and she used to look at me before we had yours, and she would just she would just be astounded that I would be using that in the house because she's so sensitive. She's like, "Mom, please."
Violet
So,
and Alan
yours
have the
doesn't stink.
same. I use the word affliction. Violet and Alan have the same affliction, but I use it advisedly because I actually think they're the lucky ones. They're the canaries in the coal mine. They go down first. When Violet and Camellia walk into a room and they each have their individual reactions to the chemicals, that's nature's way of saying, and those of you who are not reacting are taking in the same amount of chemical infection, but you're not experiencing what their bodies automatically
No, we're the
go.
canary in the coal mine.
Yeah.
They should say,
Your-
let's get out of here.
Your body's saying, get out of here. Our bodies are slow to say that, but we watch the people like you and Violet, and we go, well, if they're reacting, that means we're getting it, but not reacting, but we're getting it just as bad. Why
So
is
what
this?
color do you have on your nails?
I
People want to know what color
have,
you have on.
and I love this color because my nails are short right now because I'm packing out of my house, and I have, is it tinsel?
Halo?
It's halo. Halo. When you have short nails, wear halo. My nails are destroyed because I'm packing and doing and I have some nerve damage still in this hand. So when I have to, vitamin our supplements, I open the top and I can do that, and then you got to pull off that sticky thing. When you have nerve damage, you can't open the sticky thing. Do any of you recognize that? And so when I do it, I pick at it with my nails and then I break my nails. But anyway, I wear halo because it kind of picks up the light without saying, oh, you have short nails. I have short nails right now. So those of you who have short nails and you don't like your nails, get halo. You'll love it. You put it on and no one ever says, oh, your nails are short, especially you. Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it's a matte rose gold, and
Yeah.
it just goes neutral, but it's really pretty. And we have a few other pearl polishes in development that we're looking at for
The chalk you're talking
the
about
next
is
few
great.
months. Well,
Right.
chalk is coming in a couple weeks.
Right.
and Jody, let's see, what is this? Jody Nedemeyer says she uses the coconut oil on her cuticles.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm just looking.
That's a
at
great
that.
idea.
Do you know what's in
That's
this?
what I use it for.
Do you know what my manicurist uses it too? Know what this coconut oil is besides heavenly?
Besides coconut oil.
Virgin organic coconut oil is the number one ingredient. Second ingredient, coconut divide medium chain triglycerides. Those are important. MCT, safflower seed oil, broccoli seed oil, argan oil, meadowfoam oil, raspberry seed oil, nigella seed oil, and sea buckthorn therapy. All in this, with the main ingredient being pure organic coconut oil. This is maybe our greatest product.
It is great.
Maybe
It's
it
so
is.
Yeah.
I can say that about several things, but here's what I use this for. Alan and I take an Epsom salt bath 2 to 3 times a week, and I love it. In fact, we just ordered the bathtub for our new house, and we were going to get one of those walk-in bathtubs, but then I saw a commercial for a walk-in bathtub, and this older woman walks into the walk-in bathtub in her clothes and closes the little door and then sits on the seat. And we, the viewer, are left with,
Whoops.
so are you going to take the bath in your clothes? And we decided not to get that bathtub. So
But that's not the reason.
No, but it's, for me it was like,
No, we've
That means
actually,
you're-
we actually found, Lori
Yeah.
and Dean found Lori and Dean are the architects and the designers and the builders. And they actually found a walk-in tub for 2 people. Because most of them you see on all of them
Yeah,
are
the
for
old lady
one
and-
person.
The old lady and the fully clothed.
That's right. And this one was for 2 of us.
Oh.
And I thought, okay. So we didn't order it,
No.
but we made a note of it that
But
it
we
was
decided
something
not
we
to
would
get it
consider.
today.
And then the other day when I was over there looking at what is going to be our bathroom, I thought to have that thing sitting there would be like having a Buick in your house.
Okay, so the point of that is
So
we
we're never
take
going to take a bath.
2 to 3 Epsom salt baths a week. Why? We would sell you Epsom salts, but Caroline's the one who said to me, it's $3.50 at the drugstore.
Right.
Let them just go buy. I said, you're absolutely right. Go buy your own Epsom salts at the drugstore. It's about $3.50, depending. Put 3.5 cups. It's a big bag. It's like this. Put 3.5 cups in your bathtub, and soak in your bathtub for 20 minutes. Don't shortchange it. You need 20 minutes, and that way your skin totally takes in all that magnesium. We're all, according to Dr. Russell Blaylock, we're magnesium deficient. When you're magnesium deficient, he said to me, magnesium has at minimum 750 different jobs to do in the body that require magnesium, and everybody's magnesium deficient.
And
So
one is to keep the heart going.
keeps the heart going, and also magnesium in the bathtub from the Epsom salts, which I don't sell, also will make you have a major poop in the morning. Okay, win, win, win. Magnesium puts you to sleep and makes you very calm, and you get into bed and you have this deep, deep sleep for 8 hours. And then you wake up and you have this great experience. So it's win, win, win. But on top of the
We should call that product twofer.
twofer, okay. On top of the Epsom salt, I put 2 full droppers of this coconut oil in the bathtub to just float on top of the water. It works as aromatherapy. We get into the warm to hot, depending. Once we get in it, we put it in warm, and then we turn on the hot water and take it hot until we can't stand it. And then we sit there and soak up to our necks in the magnesium of the Epsom salts and the beautiful coconut oil. Now, that's one of the ways I use the coconut oil. My manicurist rubs all my cuticles, and when she does my massage, I love that, and she comes up and does my elbows, and when she does my pedicure, she rubs my heels with the and toenails with the coconut oil. And then
It's called Coconut Moisture Serum if you guys are looking
Yeah,
for
she's
it
right.
at SuzanneSummers.com. Coconut Moisture Serum.
I don't like to sell you stuff because you're watching, because we're all friends and everything, but honestly, once you get this, you'll never want to be without it. So now, whatever is left over, when I get out of the bathtub, I pat myself dry, and then I might take a little bit more and put it on my face before I go to bed. Nothing, it's all good for you. And then I pull the rest through my hair if I know I'm going to wash my hair the next day. And then I go to bed with this aromatherapy and the magnesium from the Epsom salts. And what is better than a great, and I don't mean kind of great, but great night's sleep? And what is better in the morning than to have a great, and I don't mean kind of great, but great elimination? So I'm just trying to help you. Okay, so the coconut oil.
Well, the Coconut Moisture Serum, I will
Yeah.
tell you, I maybe got a little too much sun yesterday. So we did a little, you'll laugh, but we did a water aerobics class in the pool.
Who?
And all of the women on the trip. It was
Okay.
really funny.
Okay.
But it was actually a really good workout, and it was. I mean, it
Yeah.
wants to go to the gym.
Yeah.
You know, it was a great workout.
Yeah.
And then we all played a big family game of volleyball in the pool.
Oh.
So I had sunscreen
So happy
on, but
for
my
you.
chest just got way too much sun.
Oh.
So I came back to the room, and you just feel like such an idiot because it's preventable. It was
Right.
just dumb. But I had 3 products with me, thank goodness. One was the liquid oxygen therapy, which
yeah.
I know is very good for that. 2
Very good
is
for that.
your Manuka Honey Soothing Gel.
I love
which
that.
is
I love
actually
the
made
Manuka
for
honey.
Maybe if you've had excess sun exposure.
Yeah.
And 3 was the the coconut moisture serum, and I layered all of them on
I
my
would too.
chest.
I think
Yes.
those were great choices, and yeah, if I had a burn, I would put liquid oxygen on it. I'd put
Yeah, we can't say burn. We can just
Oh.
say sun exposure.
oh, sun exposure. I would put
Yes.
liquid oxygen. Then I'd put the coconut oil. I'd do everything you did. Those are
Yeah.
we have such great products. I know they're
I'm so grateful for those products. 'Cause
So also-
really, I thought I was so happy I had them with me. There was nothing else I needed to go look
No,
for at a
no,
gift
no.
shop or.
no drugstore run or anything. Yeah.
So getting
So what
back,
else?
getting
Yeah.
back to
Yeah.
the nail polish.
Yeah.
Valjean or Valjean said, "I keep my nails short, and all your colors look great on short nails.
They do.
Love the polishes and the remover." Okay.
Thank you. I've never had short nails in my life until I started packing up after 45 years in this house. I'm breaking them all the time, and I'm just finding these polishes look great on short nails. Really great.
Hey, do you guys have the Cherise, which is the cherry red color
Yeah, let me
in front of
see.
you? Because Lisa scored.
I have
Scornatico.
hibiscus. I have hibiscus, and I have, you say tomato. I don't have
I don't
cerise.
think you have. So, Lisa, if you're looking for a true red, look for Cherise.
Yeah.
It's spelled Ceres, and it's a cherry red.
Isn't that, that's
So it's
French
a-
for cherry. Cerise,
Yes.
cerise.
Cherise.
Yeah.
So that's the one that is the true red. If you want a blood red, we have one called Bordeaux.
And then there's my favorite. You say tomato, I say tomato. You say tomato, and I say tomato, tomato, tomato. Da 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 da. Let's call the whole thing off. Oh God, we're such old farts. But there are some out there who know that.
It's great to be an old
And
friend.
when I was cleaning my office today, because that's all I do, I now, you know those shelves in my office, Caroline, where all that, there's nothing in them. And tomorrow there'll be nothing above them. And I took all the awards, I have a lot of awards, and tomorrow we're packing all the awards. Every day,
But a
and
lot
today I
of those, a
took
lot
down,
of those, I mean, there are some that are really meaningful,
yeah, but the ones that aren't, I don't care
but
about.
a lot of them are
But the
uh,
People's
for
Choice
turning up.
and the USO Awards,
Absolutely.
you know what, the USO Awards mean more to me than the People's Choice Awards, but I love
Well,
the
I don't
People's
think
Choice.
they're different. It's
The
different.
People's Choice was you, the people,
Right.
chose me
Right.
more than once,
Yeah,
a few times.
Twice for
Yeah.
being favorite
Actually, three,
comedic
yeah.
actress on TV in a different series. Absolutely.
And I had Emmy nominations, but I didn't win the Emmys because the
the industry,
Hollywood,
the
Hollywood
industry doesn't like
didn't
you.
Feel, yeah, they didn't like me. Why? It's like they thought I don't know what it was. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, so we have all these polishes. We've got this nail polish, which is missing so many of the big offenders, including formaldehyde. We've got I didn't even talk about. So if you got to get your feet ready for one of these beautiful colors, you want to have a nice pedicure. And when you go to your pedicurist, or if you do your own pedicure, bring Heel Restore. Heel Restore will soften up your heels that look kind of funky. You know, when you put on your sandals and you go, that doesn't look so good. Rub it every night before you go to bed. If you really have bad ones, put this all over your heels and feet and toes and the balls of your feet, and then put on a pair of socks. I know, it's not sexy, but man, will that soften things up. And do that for a few days, and you'll have soft heels again. And then, if you have any problem with odor in your shoes because you're sweating a lot, how about refreshing foot mist with no chemicals, okay? So here's what we've got. We've got the nail polish remover, which has none of the big offenders in
No
it.
acetone.
And we've got the coconut serum, moisture serum. Coconut moisture serum. I can't say enough about this. I could actually do 1 hour on this. If you only bought one thing from me, would this be it? I think this would be it. I think this is our most incredible product. I wish you could smell it. And you know what? No one is ever offended by non-chemical scents. not, and I know because I live with a person who is so affected by by chemical scents. You are never affected by this, are you?
No, I love it. I put it all over me before I go to bed at
He
night.
does. You know, he gets into bed and he smells like the coconut serum.
Yep.
I love that moment when we get into bed together, Alan. And
I don't mean to interrupt a bed story. But while you're telling how much you love getting into bed with Alan, could you also show the gold polish that's from the right? Robin would like to see it.
I would like to show you that. And I'm sorry everyone can't get it. This is called Falling Star.
Was it called Falling Star?
Show them, Alan. Falling
Okay.
Star. That is
Yeah,
so
we have-
beautiful.
We have two metallic golds.
And
Falling
you know,
Star
on
is
your
this one.
toes, the Falling Star is magnificent. Magnificent. And then what's this? Oh,
We have
suede.
Falling Star and Halo are the two golds. Falling Star is
Yeah.
a matte gold, and Halo is a matte rose gold.
And I have halo on my toes and fingernails, and I sometimes have halo, falling star. And then there's another cool color, and Caroline named this, called suede. Explain suede, Caroline, and then I'll go back to bed
Oh, I
stories.
love suede. Suede is,
Yeah.
I don't know, it just reminded me of being in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
And it's a very muted tone, but it's deep, it's a deeper, beigey, earthier tone. I
Yeah,
love it.
beautiful. It's so beautiful, and
Oh, do you have Coral Poppy? Because the promo code tonight is Coral 25.
I'm looking.
That is newly back in stock.
I've got
Next to the
flamingo.
reds.
I've got flamingo. I've got
Oh, you don't have a Coral
you
Poppy?
say tomato, and I've got hibiscus. I do not, and I
Well,
have
you don't have
I
it.
have melon, which is beautiful. You can't go
Melon
wrong.
looks like a cantaloupe.
You can't go wrong. They're all so beautiful. You just want to lick the whole thing. It's so.
So
beautiful.
Ruth
Well,
and Leo,
Alan, I
you,
thought of you when I got my mangoes. Wow, they have good mangoes.
I watched that video along with your
The guava.
guava.
Oof.
You know, I was going to show Alan, who is such a fruitaholic, and I thought, if I show him this, he's just going to crave it all day, and he can't have it.
And they really have the sugar here. They have really great. It's not like getting a bad mango at the grocery store.
So Cancun is on the opposite side of California, right?
Cancun is in the Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah, so over there.
So
Yeah.
yes, yes.
I
the
know.
Gulf.
and they have pyramids there.
No, they
They
don't.
do. We were supposed to go this morning,
Yeah.
They do?
and
Yeah.
it got canceled. The Mayan.
Yeah, the Mayans
really?
built
We were supposed
pyramids.
to go to Chichen Itza this morning,
Oh, I've never seen
and
that.
they canceled it because of the hurricane.
Hmm.
But maybe we'll be able to go Friday. We're checking.
I love seeing ruins. Whenever we've been in any part of the world where there are ruins, that's a real turn on for me because I love.
Yeah, it's one of the 7 wonders of the world.
I-
One of the 7 man-made wonders.
One of the most profound experiences of my life, which put me on a track and a trajectory that I never thought I'd be on, was Alan and I went to New Mexico, and we decided to explore the Anasazi ruins outside of Santa Fe. And it's, I don't know, about half hour, 45-minute drive. And we got up into the ruins of the Anasazis, and it's fantastic. There are pictoglyphs and petroglyphs and drawings and writings on the walls, and you can't believe this is by ancient people who did this here in America, in New Mexico. New Mexico is one of the most interesting places of this country. And so Alan went off exploring wherever he was exploring, and I found this cave.
I was looking for a juice bar.
and there was this cave, and I looked into the cave, and you could see that there was a life in there. There was the back of the cave was black from the fire that once was, and you could see that these people were smaller than we were, but that several of them slept there. And out in front was a little ledge, and I was transfixed by this cave and then this ledge, and I sat out on the ledge for about 45 minutes looking out at this untouched vista that had not been tampered with for a couple of thousand years. And then Alan came back, and we went back later that day to our hotel room. That night, I woke up in our hotel room. Never done this before. I don't know why, but I had a yellow legal tablet with me. And I woke up and I reached down and I picked up the yellow, it's hard to say, yellow legal tablet. And I got a pen. I started writing and 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 writing. And that was around 3 o'clock in the morning. At 8 a.m., Alan woke up and goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I don't know." And I read it back to him. And do you know, it was the first 60 pages of my book, Keeping Secrets, a secret that I had kept to myself all my life. I didn't want to know what had happened to us as a family. And I wrote, if you read my book, Keeping Secrets, you can get it on Amazon or eBay or something. That is the first 60 pages. We didn't touch a thing. When I turned in the book that I wanted to write to my first publisher, which is Warner Books, they took it as is, and I was so moved by the energy of that cave and the energy of that ledge and the energy of looking out at a vista that hadn't been tampered with by humans for a couple thousand years. Pretty interesting place. You want to go on a good vacation
Amazing.
in America? Go to New Mexico, go to Santa Fe, go to Taos, go to those incredible places. And by
Wow.
the way, the food is great.
Before you segue, I'm going to respond to you because that is an amazing story, but they would really like to see the purple color on the far right. It's called Violet.
Well, I love that you're here, and here is Violet. Here's Violet. Violet. I
That
love
was
Violet.
definitely spirit moving through you.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to
Yeah.
have you back. Don't
No, I
we'll
mean,
be
when
fine on
you're in
Friday without you.
when you were in Santa Fe, that was spirit moving through you. You know,
Well-
all that history and ancient wisdom and
Yeah, it was. And by the way, in that then the next time we went back to Santa Fe, I wanted to go to Galisteo because you and Bruce had been to Galisteo and you told us about it. And so we went out there, and I had read a book. I had read Shirley MacLaine's books, and I always loved Shirley MacLaine's books. But her last couple of books, she ripped us off, and I resent that as a writer. But anyway, she wrote some great things, had major effect on me positively. And so because of Shirley MacLaine, I went to the Light Institute in Galisteo, New Mexico, and this woman, Chris Grissom, who she wrote about in her books. I booked 4 mornings with her, and Alan, it's not his thing, and he said, while you're in your session with Chris Grissom, I will go off and buy tamales and sit on a hilltop and eat tamales. That's who he is and who I am. So I get into this room with Chris Grissom, and I lay on a massage bed, and she holds her hands over me and says some kind of words, and all of a sudden, you ever cried when you're lying back on your head and tears roll down into your ears? All of a sudden, tears were rolling down into my ears, and my whole life appeared in front of me. It was one of the most profound things I've ever experienced, and so I thank you, Shirley MacLaine, for that. Okay, what are you going to show? You're going to show
Okay,
that?
we're almost up.
Oh no!
yeah,
really?
It's the deal.
It's been an hour.
Oh,
25% off all nail products.
I'm all dressed.
Promo code Coral25.
Okay, what are you wearing tonight, Caroline?
I'm just wearing a cute sundress with my very burned chest.
Ah, well, rub it with coconut oil and do all the things you do, and have a wonderful time tonight. And I want to say
Thank you. It's nice to connect with you guys. I love you and I missed you.
I love you and I miss you. And
Love
for
you.
all of you out there, I want to just say what I say every time I close up. It's not who you are. It's not what you do. It's not what you have. It's only about who you love and who loves you. And I love you. Good night, everybody.